Hey everybody, it's Carlos, and this week in the booth, the week of October 27th, we are going to be practicing some accents. Otherwise, I am just editing, which isn't very fun to watch. So, yeah, we are going to be practicing a Cockney accent, like Jason Statham. You know, in London, yeah? Like water bottle, all that shit. We're going to be practicing that. We're going to be practicing a Scottish accent. And we're going to be tapping at ours like we're from Scotland. And we're also going to be practicing an Irish accent from the north, specifically the north of Ireland, where it's in the front of your mouth, at least as far as I'm told. And I'll either butcher it or will do it. Hopefully not flying to Skyrish, as it's called. But we'll give it a shot, and we're going to run some repetitive practicing drills. I'm probably going to make an ass out of myself, and that's okay. I'm still learning. I'm not an expert in accents. I just love accents, and I enjoy performing them, and I want to strive to perform them authentically. If you are a native, like, to England, Scotland, or Ireland, and have any tips or criticisms, feel free to let me know in any of the comments under these videos. So, yeah, I appreciate it. All right. So basically what I have is a bank of words, and I am not a dialect coach. I do not claim to be a coach of any kind. I'm still learning myself. I've only been doing this VO stuff a year. But yeah, so we're going to go on this ride together is the plan. Don't mind my gross hot oil burn, because mistakes were made, obviously. All right. So basically, I'm going to say the phrase with my normal speech, my normal accent, and then I'm going to do a Cockney accent, a Scottish accent, and then a Northern Irish accent, or attempt to at least. I promise no perfection at all. And I know some Scottish narrators and some Irish narrators and some people from London, and I'm sure they're going to give me all kinds of shit. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. Oh, I do have a trigger phrase for each one. It's the same thing I do with when I'm narrating different voices. I have a trigger phrase for the voice that gets my brain set up to process the words in that accent or with that voice, right? So like for like in the Trib series by Silas Seabrook, to get into Trib's voice, I go, "Mom, Dad, can't stop the Trib." That kind of thing. I do the same thing with accents. Like my trigger phrase for Cockney is Jason Statham. Or if it's meant to be like exaggerated, I go, "Oi, name's Brian Bloodaxe." For Scottish, it's just simply like, I have two. I'm from Scotland. Or I have, it's not funny. I've got school. I'm not laughing. It's not funny. I've got school. Like there's a little video of a girl who her friend's drawn her face and she's upset because she has school. Irish, my trigger phrase is usually I just say a couple words about being from Ireland, even though I'm not, obviously. But I say something like, "I'm from the north of Ireland," and that's how I get into it. I'm probably going to go Scottish first, so normal phrase, Scottish, Cockney English, then Northern Irish, because my Scottish accent and my Irish accent I have an issue with blending into Skyrish. That's my biggest one of my biggest failings with these two accents is that I tend to blend them together, by accident, obviously. However, so I'm going to put Cockney in between the phrases for them so I can maybe mitigate that a little bit mentally. But yeah, all right. So now that I've jabbered on for fucking 4 minutes, let's go. Shut the door. Now in Scottish. Shut the door. Cockney. Like Jason Statham. Shut the door. Now in Northern Irish. Shut the door. I didn't like that very much. In Irish. Shut the door. Shut the door. There it is. With Irish, you always pronounce your R's. So, shut the door. I rolled it. Rolled it again. Shut the door. Shut the door. I like that. Okay. Put the kettle on. Now like I'm from Scotland. Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on. You're from Scotland. Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on. Alright, I'm okay with that. Now like you're from London, like Jason Statham. Put the kettle on. How about Brian Bloody Axe? Put the kettle on. Put the kettle on. Now like I'm from the north of Ireland. Put the kettle on. Putting the kettle on. Put the kettle on. Kettle. Put the kettle on. I'll see you later. From Scotland. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Cockney. Like London, eh? I'll see you later. Now from the north of Ireland. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. 'Cause I'm from Ireland, I don't have to have the glottal stops. I can just say I'll see you later. It's raining again. It's raining again. Scotland is rough. Rough. Scotland is rough. You got to tap your R's like there's a little bump right behind your teeth. And you've got to tap your R's right there. Every R is pronounced. That's why Scottish people have problems saying things like purple burglar alarm and such. It's raining. Raining again. It's raining again. Like we're from Scotland. It's raining again. Now it's time for Cockney, eh? It's raining again. Jason Statham didn't like that. It's raining again. Now from Ireland. It's raining again. In the front of the mouth. In the front of the mouth. It's raining again. I can't do it. Now as if I'm Scottish. I canna die. I canna do it. I canna die. I canna do it. Now from Ireland. I canna die. I'm gonna talk to some of my Irish and or Scottish colleagues to learn about directly from the source in that regard for things like can't or cannot. Because I know it's like popularized, but I want to know what's real. So I'm definitely gonna hold off on those. We're actually gonna flip to some audio practicing signature sounds that I have. This isn't going to be a super long video. Basically all I've had going on, which is why there's not much for this week in the booth, is I've been editing an audiobook, the Tarian, which is book 2 in the Rise of Turbinius Cantus series by Silas Seabrook. So I've not been in the booth actively doing a lot of auditions because most of my time has been spent editing this audiobook because I have deadlines, right? And I'm doing this part-time still on top of a full-time job and family life and all that. So my time is fairly limited, so I must use it effectively. And I am still trying to audition for things and such, but I don't want to really film those. So I'm happy to film like things I get permission to film as far as lines I record and stuff like that, but I don't really want to film auditions. It tends to be a bad look. But yeah, so that's why. But yeah, so we'll do this for like, I don't know, 10 more minutes maybe, and then I'm going to get back to editing. Who's used me new blue suit? Char knows he has to row the boat slow. Inclies white tie nice. About now, the crowd runs all round the town. Steve leaves beans on his clean cream coloured jeans. I started 34 hired cars Thursday morning. Paul is awkward while talking while walking. When he's talking while walking. I stopped a lot of nonsense at college in Wisconsin. He laughed. No, I gotta look. Hold on. He laughed as he danced. He laughed as he danced with his aunt in pajamas. Bill's pal Phil still feels ill. Those other brothers then were breathing. Bruv. I fought about 33 thistles. In it. He's thinking about moving in it, buying and selling. Isn't he? Buying and selling. A lot of better writers print a lot of little words. Harry's hurt his hand helping with the harvest. Harvest. All right. Trying. Light. Climb. Face. Maintain. Able. Stay. Seamus. Skein. Traitor. Co. Choose. Boot. Food. Moving. Beautiful. Jewel. Few. Sha. Road. House. Klaus. Cow. Bout. Slout. Helpless. Man. Eye. Cry. Flight. Spike. Timetable. Vitality. child, diamonds, Simon, town, brown, about, stout, joust, powder, clouds, proud, eat, blade, feelings, ceiling, achieve, raisin, Peter, pizza, bird, board, bard, batter, spare, spire, fear, blower, pliers, employer, hour, awful, daughter, awkward, court, Laura, cool, small, water, dog, obvious, knowledge, collar, along, want, fox, talk out, pass, past, dance, chance, ask, answer, laughter, bath, bath, can't, plaza, master, hearth, always, cool, pill, feel, elbow, kneel, William, million, smell, cattle, brittle, cool, feather, breathe, other, bothersome, without, though, thee, although, this, that, dough, although, nothing, free, 30, birthday, pathway, breath, through, throughout, south, southeast, southwest, feeling, stopping, bothering, shattering, battering, talking, stirring, better, lot of, shatter, attitude, Milton, motive, 30, eating, writer, timetable, perturbed, returned, Thames, stupid, attitude, shocking, supper, Jack the Ripper, factory worker, whippersnapper, own, handsome, arkin, ooh, ooze, happiness, my home, we're handsome, please arkin, says who, behind, White House, right out, meet Harry, got heavy, in horrible house, in heavy heart, in hillside, an hospital, like you go into an hospital. Here is, there are, arise, fear of death, idea of it, Shah of Persia, the Spanish Armada roundly, law and order. All right, so, the way that went, I think what I'm going to do moving forward is I'm going to do, at least while I'm editing and I'm not actively recording things to do for weekly booth videos. When I don't have anything, I'll do accent practice. And similar to the way I did it now, way I'm doing it now, I'll probably pick, because this turned out to be lengthy, I'll probably pick one accent per video, and that's what we'll do. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Feel free to use this to practice with me. Bear in mind that I'm probably not perfect, so what you're repeating might not be perfect, so do that at your own risk. I appreciate y'all hanging and learning with me. So yeah,